On Saturday, August 30, 2025, the episode of the Fragrant Flower Blooms with Dignity 9, titled Blonde and Piercings, was made available. In the episode, Rintaro's pals go to his family's patisserie and get to know Kaoruko and Subaru. The group naturally eats lunch together, during which they discover intriguing information about Rintaro's early life. Episode 9 of the Fragrant Flower Blooms with Dignity explains why Rintaro colored his hair blonde and had piercings. Furthermore, it emphasizes the personality of Rintaro's mother and the depth of her love for her kid. In general, the show is full of familial love and camaraderie. In episode 9 of the Fragrant Flower Blooms with Dignity, Ayato starts by grumbling about the rainy season. He is unable to take pleasure in the rain, even if it has only just begun to fall. Rintaro enters the classroom at that time, appearing frightening and depressed. His friends are perplexed as to why he is now so terrifying. Rintaro is also asked by Saku why he is still wearing his entire uniform when they have changed to summer attire. In the meanwhile, Rintaro's pals speculate about whether or not anything has happened to him again. Saku, on the other hand, reassures them that they shouldn't be concerned. Rintaro would be the one to inform them if anything significant had transpired. The Fragrant Flower Blooms with Dignity episode 9 explores Rintaro's mind and reveals that he is still obsessed with the feelings he experienced for Kaoruko the other day. Rintaro is unable to contain his anxiety because he has already confessed his emotions. Slowly, those emotions begin to dominate Rintaro. Shoei eventually snaps Rintaro out of his trance and asks him what's bothering him. At that moment, in the Fragrant Flower Blooms with Dignity episode 9, Rintaro spontaneously invites his buddies to his house. He abruptly remembers that, as his former pals used to tease him about it, he hasn't mentioned his family's patisserie to his current group of friends. After visiting his home, Shoei, Saku, and Ayato are astonished to learn that Rintaro's family owns a patisserie. They are stunned by this and question Rintaro as to why he never mentioned it to them. The male protagonist reflects on his initial anxiety about sharing with them as he observes their joyful demeanor. In the meantime, upon seeing Shoei, Saku, and Ayato, Rintaro's mother's face brightens up. The fact that her son invited his pals over, which he had never done before, makes her very happy. Rintaro learns at this point that Kaoruko and Subaru have also arrived at the pastry shop. Subaru meets Rintaro's mother for the first time, and she tells him that he is welcome to come over anytime. The kind phrases overwhelm Subaru. In the interim, Rintaro is unsure of how to respond or what to do since he has never been in a situation like this before. The sight of Kaoruko in particular causes his heart to race. Eventually, Rintaro's companions from Chidori and Kikyo calm down and have lunch with him. Shoei inquires about Rintaro's blonde hair and when he colored it while they are having lunch. Rintaro initially hesitates because he doesn't believe it's worth mentioning. But he begins to tell the story when Kaoruko asks him to. In the 9th episode of the Fragrant Flower Blooms with Dignity, Rintaro thought it was cool as a kid to have blonde hair and pierced ears. The majority of individuals have shunned him for the duration of his life, he says. As he knew that dyeing his hair would cause others to distance themselves from him, it was one of the things that truly made him happy. In addition, Rintaro mentions that his parents brought him to a bakery one day. A foreigner ran the neighborhood business, which had a good reputation at the time. During his visit, Rintaro chanced to peek into the kitchen and observed the chef, who appeared to be having the time of his life creating cakes. The man's golden hair captivated Rintaro right away. He informed his parents that he wanted to dye his hair blonde after he got back home. Rintaro's parents encouraged him to pursue it without hesitation. Rintaro now feels genuine joy over the entire incident as he reflects on it. Rintaro's history piques Kaoruko's interest, and she expresses her delight in having befriended such a compassionate person. In the Fragrant Flower Blooms with Dignity episode 9, Rintaro is immediately moved by Kaoruko's words. In the meantime, Rintaro's mother unintentionally overhears her son's tale from behind the door. As she realizes that her son has really grown up, she is unable to stop the tears from pouring from her eyes. In the 9th episode of the Fragrant Flower Blooms with Dignity, Ayato recalls seeing a photo in which Rintaro's mother's hair was originally black. Mrs. Sumuji intervenes at this point, saying she dyed her hair on the spur of the moment. But the real reason was something else. Rintaro's difficulties in forming relationships were known to his mother. She was aware that her son was uninterested in almost anything. However, Mrs. Sumuji saw the boy's bright eyes when he asked her if he could dye his hair blonde. She realized then and there that Rintaro was genuinely content. The youngster, however, didn't color his hair at first. Mrs. Sumuji thought that their son may have been hesitant to dye his hair due to the family business during a conversation with Rintaro's father. For this reason, she started by dyeing her hair blonde on her own initiative. Mrs. Sumuji wishes that someone will be there for Rintaro in the future, just like she was there for him when he needed her the most. In the Fragrant Flower Blooms with Dignity Episode 9, Mrs. Sumuji is now speaking with Kaoruko and gazing at her son smile. She finds comfort in the fact that he's not the only one anymore. Just before she departs, Rintaro expresses gratitude to his mother. At that point, Mrs. Sumuji remembers her husband's query as to if their son would ever comprehend what she had done for him. Mrs. Sumuji bursts into tears after hearing Rintaro say thank you. The group continues to play video games and talk for a few hours after that, until Subaru reminds them that they have tests before the summer break. As the reality of the situation begins to dawn on them, Rintaro's pals, particularly Shoei, become alarmed. In the Fragrant Flower Blooms with Dignity, Episode 9, Kaoruko suggests that they all learn together as a group. Hope you like this video. Stay tuned in this channel for latest upcoming updates on this series. And add a bookmark in this channel for further upcoming updates on movies, anime, and web series. Thanks for watching this video. If you like this video, please like, comment, and share our channel. And for latest updates, please subscribe our channel and press the bell icon.